Everyone is talking about how to find a job in Germany as an international. This and that company is hiring, or how to find best fit or English speaking job for you in Germany as an international. But no one is talking about what's after you get job offers in Germany. What if you land multiple job offers and you have to decide between that? I mean, this could happen, right? You are skilled and there is no surprise that multiple companies do want you, and you would also like to have some options, and you have to decide, like you could decide what's best fit for you. And that is what we are going to talk in this video today. Being someone who had multiple job offers in Germany after I finished my masters, I think I can now talk about it. And I know how this situation was difficult for me and how this could be confusing for you as well, that what option should I go with, what are the things that I should consider. So I am going to tell you in this video what are the things that I considered for myself, how I was able to decide in the end. I am also emphasize on other factors which I think you should consider as an international. So hey everyone, my name is Rishikesh, and if you're watching me for the first time, I make videos on university education, working and life in Germany. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would suggest you do that right away, because it gives me support and it motivates me to create more content like this for you. So without wasting much time, let's dive into the topic. A general tip I would like to share before we begin is, if you have multiple offers, I would suggest to make a Excel sheet or a general sheet where you write down the offers and what are the pros, cons, growth opportunities, salary, job location. You have to you can categorize it, and then it would be, I think, easier in that case. You can see the all info in one place, and you don't have to think all and all again and again about the same topics, right? So this was just a general tip I would say before we begin with the video. First thing I would suggest is getting your priorities straight. I mean, that would eliminate some options for you. The job role you want, or the job position you want, or the type of company you want, or it is a big scale or small scale, or the minimum salary that you want, that I would like to have this much salary at least, and apart from that, above than that, I will think about, okay, the type of city you want to live in. Do you want to live in small towns or big cities, or what is your preference? That. So I think that would eliminate some options. To give you an example, I had 4 offers. 2 of them were from mid-scale companies and 2 of them were from big companies. But I was clear that I don't want to go with mid-scale companies or small-scale companies. So those options for me were straight away eliminated. So I didn't think much about it, and I had no, regret saying no to those companies. I needed to buy some clothes, so let's do some shopping first. मेरी शॉपिंग एट ऑल तो हो गई है, बट मुझे थोड़ा सा बाजू में आना पड़ा. यहाँ पे पीछे जो आप देख रहे हैं वो मॉल है, बट बहुत शोर था उधर मुझे शूट करने के लिए. तो द सेकंड पॉइंट विच आई वांटेड टू कवर इन दिस वीडियो वाज लोकेशन. इफ़ यू आर कमिंग हियर टू वर्क, location is also one of the important factor which I feel you should consider, because if there is a big city, it's not a problem, because there will be so many things to do happening life. There are so many chances of you to interact with people, meet new people, and yeah. So but another factor that you should also consider in this is expenses. In big cities the expenses will be more, so you have to see now ki apart from expenses how much you are able to save. So you have to think about that. Let's say if you got a opportunity which is in small town, so this is common because यहाँ पे Germany में big companies are also there situated in small towns as well. If you are going in small city, and there will be less things to do, less happening life, although there will be less expenses also in monthly expenses. But let's say अगर आप वहाँ पे एज अ स्मॉल टाउन में एज अ स्टूडेंट जा रहे हो, तो वहाँ की वो लाइफ अलग होती है, क्योंकि आप स्टूडेंट हो, स्टूडेंट डॉर्म्स होती है, आप लोगों से मिलते हो, नए अलग स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं, या फिर पार्टीज़ होती है. बट इफ़ यू आर गोइंग एज अ वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल देयर, आप काम करोगे, घर पे आओगे, देयर विल बी लेस पीपल टू मीट एज वेल, और एक्टिविटीज़ विल आल्सो बी लेस एट द एंड ऑफ द डे. चीज़ें जल्दी बंद हो जाती है यहाँ पे स्मॉल टाउन्स में, ठीक है. सो इफ़ यू आर अ सोशल पर्सन, देन यू माइट फील लोनली देयर. So you have to think about that. Another factor if you also have to consider is if you are a family person. See, you are making a long-term commitment there. Like once you are going for a company, at least you will stay there for some time, right? So you also have to think about that. Like if you are a family person, let's say, or if you also have a plan to make a family in some time, then whether your partner, he or she, will be able to find a job in nearby area or in the city, same city as well. So you have to think about that. And let's say even if your partner is not working, whether you will be able to manage the expenses for two people there by living there. So you can calculate, you have to do some like financial calculations now for yourself. But my point is, you have to consider all these aspects particular to location, like whichever location you are choosing, whichever option you are choosing, you have to consider this factor as well. All right, so let's go somewhere now for another spot. I have to head home. I have all these bags with me, so I'll go home and then I'll find another spot to shoot the video. Okay, let's go. Another topic or another factor which I want to talk about now is German language. How comfortable you are or how proficient you are in German right now. The options that you have got, are they German or English? What is the language of communication that is used in your upcoming offices? If it is English, it's not a problem. But if it is German, then you have to consider like how willing you are to learn the language, because it's going to take time. You have to put some efforts, right? And मैं यहाँ पे ऐसे भी लोगों से मिला हूँ यहाँ पे जर्मनी में, जिनका क्लियर था कि लाइक मुझे यहाँ पे ज़्यादा टाइम तक नहीं रुकना है, या फिर आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू स्टे हियर फॉर लॉन्ग. देन वाई शुड आई पुट दैट मच और इन्वेस्ट दैट मच एफर्ट्स इनटू लर्निंग दैट. और वैसे भी मेरे ऑफिस में तो इंग्लिश बोलते हैं सब, तो वाई शुड आई बॉदर लर्निंग दैट. सो वो लोग क्या करेंगे, उनका क्लियर है तो they will go with English speaking jobs. But you have to consider that aspect as well, that how comfortable you are or how willing you are to learn the language. You also have to consider which city you are going in, because if it is a small city, you have to think, or you have to get to know how many people do there speak English, because if they don't, then you have to learn the language, and that's not an option for you then. So consider that aspect as well. The fourth factor now which I want to talk about is salary. Of course, it's a very important topic, and people would say I would definitely want to go with whoever is paying me more. Okay, then I don't have to assess anything, like I'm clear. But if you are someone who says like, okay, I want to assess my options, I want to see things, and then based on my assessment, I would like to decide which option do I want to go with. So the factors which I mentioned above or before, they will be definitely helpful for you into all these considerations. Why I'm saying this, let's say salary, you also have to think how much you are going to spend, or how much expenses do you have in that particular location. And after that, after spending all that amount, how much you are able to save. Okay, to give you an example, big cities like Munich or Hamburg, वहाँ पे salaries बहुत ज़्यादा होती है. Let's say compare to other cities, वहाँ पे amount ज़्यादा होगा आपको. Like you'll see the number is very high, but when you compare the expenses, the monthly expenses will also be high. Then the amount that you are going to save, sometimes it also happens that someone, let's say, who is doing a job in a small city, who earns less, but he is able to save more there, because there are expenses, there are less expenses, compared to someone who is living in big city, earning more, but still able to save less, because the expenses are much more there. So yeah, you have to consider, you have to do the financial calculation as well here. The fifth factor and the last factor which I want to talk about is gut feeling, the intuition. You might not have anticipated me saying this, but I'll tell you why or how. Even though you have assessed everything and you have made a list of pros, cons, what is good for you and what's not good for you, what you want and what do you not want, but what's your intuition say? What's your gut feeling say that, what option you should go with, right? So let's say if it happens that, you went against your intuition, and then the choice you have made is, you felt like you made the wrong choice afterwards, and then that's a regret so of not going with your gut feeling. I'll also tell you a trick of how you should find out what's your intuition say. You might also want to discuss with your friends or family or your closest ones, and discuss all these options with them. It's not like you want them to give you inputs or you want their feedback of what you should go with, but what's the option that you are defending, right? I mean, if you are giving them reasons why this option is good for you, then right, already what's your intuition say, or what's your gut feeling is saying. So that is what I'm talking about. So consider that aspect as well. All these tips which I shared with you, or all the factors which I shared above, are the ones which I have experienced, literally experienced when I was making my decisions or when I had my offer. So I thought I will also share those with you, and this is the exact way which I was also thinking when I had the offer. So I hope that will be helpful for you making a decision and come to a conclusion of which option do you want to go with. So if you like the video, do let me know in the comments and share it with someone who has also got multiple offers in Germany. That's all for in this video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. It's really important. वो नहीं भूलना है, ठीक है? It gives me your support, as I said in the beginning. It gives me your support. It motivates me to create more content like this. So keep supporting, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.